Hey, my mates. Okay, cool. A lot of good looking stuff there, so keep it up, okay? I just want to revert or just double check back on the short game and the putting, please. Okay, so just send me a couple of putting videos. Okay, I want to see how much the shoulders are working and whether the stroke is going back, open, closed, and then a little bit inside. Okay, but all around the shoulder, yeah? Okay, so I want to check that, and obviously a touch of center striking with the putting. All right, so short game, what I want you to do, I just want you to send me a video. If you can just alternate, if you can do 10 shots, great. I just want you to alternate between chipping and pitching. So one chip, one pitch, one chip, one pitch, one chip, one pitch, like that. Okay, and just change the setup and the tempo on each one. Okay, keep the center strike and the exiting left that we want. Okay, so the chip, hands are nice and high. Okay, we stacked into the left knee with the chest and the handle. All right, this is out of play, so it must be very quiet. Okay, take it away nicely on line. Okay, slide it under the ball and exit left with the chest. Okay, so one of those and then straight into pitch. So then pitch we can go slightly wider. Okay. Right leg's now doing a little bit of work, but it's just stabilizing. It mustn't do much, right? So now we can take it back. Now we can set it slightly. Okay. Into that chip position. Exit left. Okay, or in motion. Okay, in motion. Okay. So we've just got to be that dialed in when we're on the golf course into the sort of tempo, the feel, the movement pattern, whatever, even though the strike's the same and the exit point's the same. How we get there is different and how we set up is different. Okay, so pitching obviously closer to the full swing. Okay, and then I just want to explain something to you quickly. Okay, so again, it's hard to tell on camera, but it looked to me like this ball here was a little bit too close. It's kind of forcing you as in not far enough that way. It's a little too close. They kind of force you to go sort of over it, and then the one you went outside, a beautiful swing, but then caught that ball at the heel. It should have been a good shot, and it was a little pipe, right? A little shank. So make sure it's at least a club head inside. Okay, yes, we don't want to swing in here, but we also don't want to swing out there, right? Okay. So that looks pretty good. Right, so I sort of explain something. So you said in your explanation there, what you're trying to do is get the arms to drop and then open the hip. Okay? It works kind of the other way around. Okay, so the correct sequencing is, and I'll get you through the whole sequence just so you understand it. Okay? We work on 5 main moving parts. Okay? That is weight shift. That's number 1. Okay, hip rotation, that's number 2. Torso rotation, number 3. Arms, what the arms are doing, number 4. And then what the club head is doing, number 5. All right? Now, it's in that order. So once you get a good setup and a good backswing, it's weight shift first, 1. Hip rotation second. Then torso. Then the arms come. And lastly, the club head around. All right. Now, you don't almost ever have to work on all 5. All right? 1 and 2 will affect 3 and 4, etc., etc., etc. So you just got to figure out which one is going wrong. Now, we know for us from the beginning, the entire idea and movement pattern was out. We seem to be fixed that predominantly, and we've adapted that to our short game, actually, and we've adapted that to our putting unit. But it was just interesting to hear you, because now we are talking about the stability in the hips. Okay, it was interesting to hear you talk about that. That's not what we're trying to do. Other way around. So once we hear and we take it away online, so we're not in there, okay, your natural weight shift is fine, so we don't have to worry about step number 1. We've been working on number 2 and also the angle of number 2 caused by that right hip or right knee. Okay, so what we're trying to do is from that nice setup, nice and engaged, don't get sloppy with the setup. Okay, nice and engaged and over. Okay, backswing nice and wide, so not in here. Okay, and then it's just fire the hips. So the one set of videos where I said to you, it almost looks like you're firing the hips before you finish the backswing. That is awesome. That is exactly what we want. Okay, I think we have to learn what is too early so we can find the sweet spot of when you finish your swing and fire your hips. Okay, because that's where we're going to go with you. Because you're quite tall, got long arms, okay, we're going to have a swing where you finish the back swing and then fire the hips. Okay, people that swing shorter and faster can actually do what you're doing in that video, swing a little bit shorter and flatter, and just fire while they're still in the back. Think of your Tony Finau's, your John Rahms, these types of guys. Okay. In the past, it's kind of like Charlie Hoffman, Sergio to a certain extent, although he was a bit handsy, very similar type of swing. But anyway, okay, that's kind of the point. With you, we're going to go more finish the backswing, little pause and fire the hips. But we will learn how your hips fire. Okay, but the sequence of events is hips first, not arms first. Okay, the weight shift will cause the arms where they want to go, and then you just open the hips. The hips will open the torso, and that's why we want to swing from here, not from here. Okay, so don't just think too much about that. I just want you to understand it. Okay, so practice-wise, we are going to do this drill. Just set it up a little bit better. Okay, feel that takeaway going nice and wide, same as we did with the chipping and the pitching. Okay, so we don't want the backswing to come too much in here. Okay, so let's sort of do two or three reps with a nice wide backswing. Okay, and then again, we're trying to open up before the end of the backswing. Okay, and then most importantly, nothing this way. Okay, keep it opening, keep it releasing. Okay, so start doing a few of those. Obviously, they're still sort of three-quarter swings, 50-60% speed. Just keep doing it like that. Send me a couple of videos. Do that little short game exercise for me. I want to check that out. Okay, and then if you can, sort of double check the putting as well. Okay, so that gives us a lot of work. And then if you're ready to go on the par 3 towards the end of the week, okay, who knows, might be exciting times. Okay, right, let me know if you need anything else. Okay, start with that and obviously send me my videos. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, thanks for mate.